Next and final matchup for the show, it is going to be Seattle taking on Green Bay, 6:40 Eastern kickoff at Lambeau Field. The Packers are the 4-point favorite at home, total at 46.5. We saw a half a point move toward Green Bay and movement upward on the total. The Packers open 3.5 up to -4. Total open 46 up to 46 and a hook. 61% are leaning Seattle, 54% shaded toward the under. And right now the Seahawks are plus 170 on the money line. Now Seattle is really banged up. They got a whole scroll of guys on the injury report. A couple names of importance. We're looking at Brown, Ayupati, Ansah, Potich, and Turner. They're all listed as questionable for this Sunday's action. But regardless, Seattle has really persevered through that adversity. They've been used to playing banged up. They kind of patch it up and get the job done with anybody. Just kind of plug and play. They're 6-3 against the spread in their last 9. So regardless, they're making people money, especially in that second half of the season. They're ranked in the top 10 in scoring. They have successful point spread covers over the likes of Minnesota, San Francisco, and Philadelphia twice. They actually beat Philadelphia by identical scores, 17-9 in both of those games, and they were both on the road at Lincoln Financial Field. Now, Seattle ranks in the top 10 in yards per play. Russell Wilson, he's thrown for over 4,400 yards on the year, 31 touchdown passes. Tyler Lockett, he's got over 1,000 yards receiving. He's got 8 touchdown catches as well. And, of course, we can't forget about Zeus Adonis, just the Greek god that is DK Metcalf. This guy looks like he was chiseled out of stone. He's got over 1,000 yards receiving, 8 touchdown catches. He obviously was the X factor in last week's wild card matchup between the Seahawks and the Eagles. But once again, DK Metcalf, over 1,000 yards receiving, 8 touchdown receptions. It's amazing to think the amount of teams that passed up on this guy, and it's amazing to think the kind of players that went before him that aren't even employed now. But anyway, Seattle, they rank in the top 10 in offensive time of possession. They do a good job just controlling the game. They also rank in the top 10 in yards per play on the road. Green Bay, on the other side, they failed to cover the point spread in 2 out of their last 4. They also failed to cover against the likes of Detroit, Washington, and the Chargers this year. They rank the bottom 10 in rush yards allowed, bottom 10 in yards allowed per play at home. As good as he is, I don't trust Aaron Rodgers where his head is. I trust his ability, his talent, but him and his coach, they're not good. They're not in a good place. I know it seems like it, but they're not. Aaron doesn't respect them. Anyway, Green Bay 4-0 to the under in their last 4, 7-1 to the under in their last 8. Seattle 5-2 to the under in their last 7. They're also 5-4 to the under on the road. So with all that said and done, I don't know. I don't even think Green Bay is going to win it outright, but I definitely don't think they're going to cover the 4. So with all that said and done, I'm going to lean Seattle on the road +4 and the under 46.5 in that game. All right, guys, let's go ahead and dive into our quick pick recap. Once again, brought to you by patreon.com/BrockPage, where we do daily premium sports picks on that website, starting at just $1.99 per month. I like Seattle +4, under 46.5.